Alright, guys, I gotta fix my hair. Never mind. Gotta get a haircut anyway. So, guys, we're in the 70s, and this has gotta be when for me, the decade where a lot of good Best Picture winners are definitely worth mentioning. And I'm gonna start off with pretty much one of my favorite Best Picture winners. This one is a definite classic as well. It's called The Godfather. So The Godfather stars Marlon Brando, Al Pacino, James Caan, Robert Duvall, Talia Shire, and a bunch of other actors that is a really long list to name off. So I'll leave it at that. And it's basically about the mob boss. Vito Corleone. I cannot believe I forgot his name. I know, I'm stupid. What can I say? It's Vito Corleone and how his family is one of the big bosses in New York City, and how they have to deal with what could possibly be a war coming up. And when you think about mob movies, you're thinking like machine guns and assassinations and money making and all that such. Which this movie does have, definitely. And everything. I'm going to put a few spoilers in here because there's no way of talking about The Godfather unless you have a couple of spoilers in there. Example, you may have heard of somebody waking up in his bed and there is a horse's head, his prized horse head sitting on his bed right there. Yeah, that is in the movie, and I've actually heard from a lot of documentaries from old mob bosses that have, well, let's just say they did their time and cleared their names. I'm not going to mention any names due to privacy on this channel. But they said, yeah, that does happen. That happens in the mob world. So it's not exactly a friendly place and everything. Anyway, the thing that surprised me the most about The Godfather is that it starts off with a wedding. Talia Shire's character, can't remember her name. She's the daughter, and she's getting married to this one guy who seems normal at first until later. I'll get to that detail in a minute. But anyway, after the wedding, it's like around Christmas time and all such. They try to make a deal with this drug lord, which makes no sense because drugs are not permitted in the mob world. But it seemed like a lot of money, and James Caan's character, I cannot believe I'm forgetting these characters' names. I am sorry for that. Anyway, he says sounds like a lot of money in here and everything, but turns out they work with the other family and they shoot the Godfather like in the beginning of the movie, and I'm thinking, oh crap, he's dead? Granted, he doesn't die, but it just really brings up what the rest of the story is going to be and everything. Is it Tony? That's what James Caan's character's name is? I don't remember. And all such. But I do remember Al Pacino's character, Michael. How can you possibly forget Michael's name from this movie? And Michael is the one who doesn't want to be a part of the family. He's the soldier. He says to his girlfriend in the beginning of the movie, he said, yeah, my father is a really big man, a very important man, and my brothers and everyone else are all involved in it. That's my family's life. It's not my life and everything. So you say now, buddy. Because if anyone knows one thing about The Godfather, and that is Michael is definitely a very main character, and definitely does step up as the new Godfather and all. Because apparently James Caan's character doesn't become the next boss because, well, their sister's husband likes to beat her a lot. And there's one thing I really hate about relationships, and that is someone who is very abusive. I hate those. I do not support them. I do not like being lied to. It's something that I do not like at all. It is a definite something that I absolutely hate. So whenever he goes over to beat up the husband and everything, I'm actually cheering him on because that dick just deserves it and all such. But upon one of those times he's trying to get over there, two cars like block him in this checkpoint and everything. And these guys come out with machine guns and just blast that car down. And the whole time my jaw was on the floor when this was happening. It is just an absolute chaos of death and everything. And it just shocked me to my core because I had no idea this was coming. And I'm not going to really spoil this scene for you, but there is a moment in this movie where they kind of explain to you how assassinations work in the mob world, because you can't just go around shooting people, because murder is taken very, very seriously, especially when it involves a chief of police and, well, let's just say a main person. Because as we learned from the movie Goodfellas, if you're going to kill a main guy, you have to have a good reason for it, otherwise you're the one that's going to die. So, basically, when they plan out these murders, they really do have to plan it out. Especially when Michael decides to kill his first man and everything, they plant a gun in the bathroom for him to get, and they tell him, all right, Michael, remember, just pull the trigger once, kill them, and do not run. You just walk away. You just walk away. If you run, they'll know it was you and everything. And then we'll find a place for you to hide until this whole thing blows over. So that was interesting to see. The Godfather is definitely a captivating movie. It could just be guys sitting in a chair and you're just awestruck at what you're seeing right now. It is definitely well filmed. It is definitely well acted. Marlon Brando definitely deserved the Oscar for Vito Corleone. He definitely brought his all in the movie, even though he is not that old at the time. The makeup is excellent for his aging. The music is definite 100%. What do I expect from the Godfather movies? There's just nothing bad about the first Godfather movie or its sequel. Third one, okay, we'll skip the third one, but still, it's a really good movie. It's hard to describe. So I gotta say, The Godfather gets my status of legendary. I definitely enjoy this movie. I definitely say go and watch it. And all the spoilers that I told you right here doesn't even cut to how good this movie is and everything. And especially where the story goes and all such. So guys, The Godfather, have you seen it? What did you think about it? Whatever you thought, comment below, let me know, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.